God, my... Oh, like a Giselle. Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lassos. Welcome to The Click. I don't usually make videos like this face-to-face, but some of you may have noticed that the channel was down for almost 3 weeks, so I'm gonna tell you the story about that. Our story takes place on the 23rd of December. It's the day before we celebrate Christmas here where I come from. And I was sitting up late until the early hours of the morning because I was editing a few videos. I was trying to stay ahead of schedule for Christmas, so I had time to take some days off. And I was also part of a couple of premieres on One Topics and Illuminati's channel. So I wanted to stay up and be active in the live chats, and it was a blast. Before I head off to bed, I noticed that one of my latest videos, a Noah Get the Boat video, had got an age restriction. Which is fair enough. An age restriction isn't that bad for a channel as a whole. It means that the video won't be monetized, and it won't be pushed as much in the algorithm. Only people with 18 plus accounts can view it. Which is fine. It's not that bad. But I figured since, okay, the thumbnail is a bit suggestive. It was AirPods that were shaped like an adult toy. Alright, I'm gonna censor that and send it back for a second review. So that's what I did. And then I went to bed. About 2 hours later, 4 in the morning, my time, my phone rings. And it's Illuminati and Oz Media in a group call. And I'm like, guys, what are you doing? You know my time zone. Like, we can talk in the morning. If it's about our projects we do together or anything like that, we can talk about it later, all right? I've slept for 2 hours. I can't do this right now. And they're like, no, dude, don't hang up. It's your channel. It's gone. And I felt my stomach drop through the floor. My YouTube channel is my main source of income nowadays. I went full-time a week before all this happened, and this was the day before Christmas. And it's not only that, my channel is my baby. I've had this channel for 10 years. It not only contains my job at the moment, but it also contains pretty much a diary of all my creative projects throughout the last 10 years of my life. Everything from music I've made, to silly videos with friends, to the recent Reddit stuff, and yeah, the things I actually monetize and make a living from. So I didn't believe them at first. I went in and took a look at my channel page, and it was gone. Poof. Just gone. So my first instinct is that, okay, what is going on? Is the link broken, or did my account get hacked? Did someone delete the channel? 18 minutes past 4. I get 2 emails, so it's even a bit delayed. The first email simply states that we looked at your video a second time and determined that this is in violation of our guidelines, so you will receive a strike for it. Which is odd, because you usually have a warning on YouTube if you don't have any previous strikes. You have like one get out of jail free card kind of, unless the thing you do is super bad. And then I get a second email, the same minute, the exact same time, that says, your channel has been terminated for severe violation against YouTube policies against nudity and sexual content. Basically pornography. And this was the banner that was on top of my channel for almost 3 weeks. I'm just gonna pop jokes about it. Oh my god, my voice was too sexy for YouTube. Yeah, you know, stuff like that. But at the time, I did not have the energy to deal with it. I had slept for 2 hours. I was way overworked. I just lost my YouTube channel that I had for 10 years, which was now also my main job. And so the first thing I did was send in an appeal. It got denied. They just sent it back and said, they didn't even look at it. It was like a template. And all my YouTuber friends were with me in that VC. They joined in and were with me the whole night up until the morning. And it was Illuminati, Oz Media, Wonderstruck Guy, Salty, One Topic at a Time. All these wonderful people that I work on with a regular basis. And the fact that they were there for me, even when I had nothing to offer, my channel was gone. My channel was literally dead. Like the hardcore definition of dead. It was poof, Thanos. I could not make anybody any money. I could not give anyone a sub boost, contribute to collabs, anything like that. They were still there for me, and that means the world. because it means that it's more than just business. It's more than just people I go to work with or people that I make videos with to trade subscribers online. It's family. And if any of you guys ever come past good old Sweden, my door is always open, and I'll mix you the meanest White Russian drinks that you ever had. But that means the world to me, and I didn't think I would get that kind of support, to be honest. Because it's not like I'm changing the world. It's like I'm sitting literally in a closet and recording videos about memes, about voice acting, about silly things. And so many people were there for me, and that means the world. There was even a post trending on freaking Noah Get the Boat about my channel takedown, and it showed some of the most heartwarming comments I've ever seen. Oh, I always say that your sense of humor is not what determines your morals. It's basically, you can do it distastefully, of course, but your humor doesn't determine if you're a good or bad person. And this showed that so well. Like, one of the most cursed places you could imagine had some of the most heartwarming, supportive things I've ever seen, and people reached out to me on Twitter, on Discord, on any platform they could find me, and even other YouTubers like Tululi, Redditor, Cringe Daddy, Dark Fluff reached out to me, Leeham, via DMs showing their support. Like, they were so optimistic, you know. It was like, even if you don't get your channel back, man. I think it was one topic you said at first, and Oz Media and that bunch, they're fucking amazing. And it was like, even if you don't get the channel back, you know, we will promote the crap out of your new channel. We will get you back on track, dude. You'll be back to your usual numbers within weeks. You know, we'll make sure of it. It was some of the most stressful weeks of my life. Crap, this is why I shouldn't record stuff live. Yeah, and that support is just so, it means the absolute world to me. And even though this time that my channel was down, even though it will probably take me a lot of late nights, a lot of work to get it back to the flow it was, because it takes time to build up a view flow on YouTube. Even though monetary-wise or sub-growth-wise, this put me back quite a bit. I gained something so much more valuable. I felt like I came so much closer to the community we have here. I made real, proper, very close friends. Not just colleagues, not just people I laugh I laugh together with at memes, but people that are actually there for me, and people that I want to support if anything ever happens to them. And to me, that's very valuable. And what finally happened is that my MCN network finally managed to get a hold of some senior people at YouTube after the holidays, and they actually got on the case and made sure that it was resolved. So props to YouTube for actually taking on the case eventually. I don't hold a grudge against YouTube for this. Shit happens. And with this, it was just extremely poor timing. Probably, you know, some entry-level support person had their first day or had a really bad day, and they decided to give me the worst strike possible for some reason. And it just happened at the wrong time during the holidays when no one else was there to escalate the case to. So at the end of the day, we're all happy. And shout out to my staff team on Discord for keeping the place under wraps, because that was freaking out. The place was absolutely exploding during those days, and people were talking about, obviously memeing and semi-joking about it, but talking about serious things, and they just shut it down, and I'm so grateful for that, because that could have spiraled kind of bad. So thank you all so much. It means the world to me that even when I don't have, it means to me that people are actually here because of me, not because I have a large following online, which is partially the reason I don't usually tell people what I do here until I know them pretty well, because I don't want people to treat me differently because I happen to have subscribers on a platform. I want people to enjoy time with me and want to be with me because of me. And if they don't like me, they shouldn't like me because I have more subs, you know? So these were the most stressful weeks of my life, and I'm so grateful for all the friends that I have and the family that was supporting me. My real life friends as well were incredibly supportive. The people at YouTube, my MCN guy, who did a heck of a job getting the hold of the right people and actually resolving it. He was also so positive, like, of course we're gonna get it back. This is a no-brainer. This strike is BS. You know, we'll get on top of it. And after 2 weeks, I thought it was gone forever, because I was like, this has been down for so long. I was just staring at my mail inbox and thinking, any second now, I'm gonna get an email that says, we escalated this, but we agree with the team. Your channel is batty naughty, so you stay down. Bye-bye. And I had my silver plaque on the wall all this time. I got my silver plaque like 2 weeks before this happened, and it's been on my wall staring at me ever since. Like, just taunting me. Like, your channel doesn't exist anymore, but here's the award you have for it, so... Oh, Jesus Christ. Man. So even at the end of all this, I like to think that I gained more valuable things than I lost. And that's the most important part. And now I'm going to get back to making videos. Making all the wonderful stuff that you little rascals enjoy. And, yeah. I was working behind the scenes a bit while this was going on. It was hard to focus, I'll give you that. But we have Sad Milk up and running, which is a collaboration channel with all my wonderful YouTube buddies. And we started recording videos for it. You'll see that soon. And I made a podcast with one topic, and I love it. We've recorded 2 episodes so far. The second one is going up very soon. And I would recommend you to check it out. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Look at me, promoting my own stuff, shamelessly. What a narcissist. So thank you all so much. And I'll see you in the next few videos. Have a wonderful day, night time, or whatever time you live. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.